Good evening and welcome to the Arabic television talk show. I'm Suad Asfour, your host. I have very special and sincere guest to my heart this evening. Her name is Shadia Mustafa. Shadia lives in Gilroy and she goes to high school in Los Gatos. Shadia wanted to play the violin since she was 8 years old. She loves to travel. She's been to Middle East twice by herself. Shadia loves to perform in public and she loves to read. She likes photography and she is looking forward to study international affairs. Welcome to the show, Shadia.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited.
Thank you for coming. Shadia, can you tell us a little bit about you? How did you start your music and what age were you when you started and where did you start?
I started when I was 8 years old. I was watching TV, as most 8-year-olds do, and there was an Arabic singer who was singing, and behind her there was a musician playing an electric violin, and I saw that, and I knew I wanted to play electric violin.
Do you remember what was the song? It's Arabic?
I don't, but I just remember wanting to play it, and my parents were like, let's start with traditional violin, and so...
So you played the violin. Do you play any other instrument?
I play some piano, although my left hand is harder because the bass clef, and I'm used to the treble clef for violin. So.
What was the first tone you played?
The first song I played was actually a variation of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, which is very entertaining.
Yeah? Can we ask you to play it today, or...?
It's not very entertaining, so I could play the first song that I struggled with, and it was the first song I really had to work for before my first recital.
What is it called?
It's Gossip Gavat.
Okay, so why do you think you struggle with it?
Because it's a hard piece.
It's
it
a
was
hard piece.
harder than the rest of the book, and everybody struggled with that piece.
And now you're just so proud you can do it by heart.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Let's hear it.
Okay.
Thank you. That is beautiful.
Thank you.
That doesn't sound hard to me.
It doesn't.
It's a piece
no,
of cake,
but
right?
for an 8-year-old, it's hard. Trust me.
Definitely. I think you did a good job. Perfect.
Thanks.
So who was in your family musician?
Actually, no one. Only my cousin, who is younger than me and also studying violin, is the only musician.
Your mom, your dad?
No.
Nothing? They have nothing to do with music?
Not really, no.
So when you started or when they found out you want to play violin, did they support you and did they send you to private school and all that?
They were really supportive. Yeah, they got me private lessons, even though they knew nothing about it, but they just, let me pursue what I wanted to.
Good, good. So, who was your teacher, and how did you choose the perfect teacher?
My teacher was Lori Franca. She still is my teacher from third grade to now, and she's really helped me mature into the musician and person that I am now. She runs a program at Antonio Del Bono Elementary School, and she's taught a lot of students and really helped them become musicians.
Will you still continue with her for a little more while, or are you gonna look for the more advanced teacher in the near future?
Well, I've also studied with other musicians usually in a clinic sort of setting.
Uh-huh.
But she's still like my main teacher. But I'm going off to college soon, so that's gonna change. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm sure. I'm sure you'll always look into better opportunity. So tell me, do you have any piece you play that brings fondest memory, musical piece that you like the most, and why does it mean so much to you?
There's a Sites concerto that I played in Europe. I actually had to learn it in order to be able to go on the tour and play in Europe.
You did? You went to
yeah.
Europe to play?
Yeah, on a tour with Mrs. Franca and her
Ah,
group. Yeah.
okay, good, good. With the same school.
Yeah.
Okay, are we gonna hear it today?
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
All right.
Thank you. Wow, that's amazing. I'm
Thank
so
you.
proud of you. I think your teacher and your mom and your dad should be very proud of you.
Thanks.
I see you play with passion. Are you gonna pursue this as a career to, get to a much higher level and become on a professional level maybe? Or do you wanna just keep it as a hobby
As much as I love it,
and for fun?
yeah, I think I'm gonna keep it for fun. As much as I love it, I want to keep it a passion. I feel like if I make it my profession, it's gonna become more work than fun, and I just always want to keep it like in a special place where I'm not gonna grow to resent it or something. I want to have it forever.
So right now, that's how you feel. But you never know, in the future, you might change your mind.
That's true. For
Yeah,
now, I just
we
want to
just
see
never
what's
know.
out there.
Yeah.
You know?
And you've been in a competition?
I haven't really competed much. Mostly we've gone on like tours, and I've played with different groups, gone to clinics, but not much competitions now.
Yeah, so, but I heard you do perform in public, like at the outlets around the holiday, Christmas time. You've been performing in public and you like that?
Yeah, I do like Christmas carols at, when it's Christmas.
Occasionally.
Or sometimes in Santa Cruz, I'll busk. It's fun.
Oh, really? Well, you told me you went to Europe. Can you give me, just let us know a little bit, tell us about your experience
Okay.
on the trip?
We went to Hungary and Germany and Slovakia, and mostly it was really hot. That's what I remember most. It was really hot, and there was a lot of bonding like between the violin group, and I think that's when I realized that violin, wasn't like just an instrument to me. It represented like a lot of opportunities and other people, a lot of connections that I hadn't made before.
Oh, so you built a new friend.
Yeah.
And your trips to Middle East, that was totally different. Was it visiting family, not with a group to perform?
Yeah.
That was different.
And when I went to the times I've been in the Middle East, it's been to visit family, which is also fun. So it doesn't have to be violin.
Yeah. So what do you like to play for us now? Something you like, your favorite?
I have another Sites Concerto that I like a lot. I like the Sites Concertos because they're cheery and they're bright and happy. And,
Good.
Yeah.
And you feel good when you play it.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Go for it. One more. Wow, this is very amazing.
Thank you.
Shadia, we talked about you perform in public and you've been around with groups. How do you handle mistakes? I'm sure once in a while we're all humans and we go through some mistakes on stage. Do you ever go through that? How do you handle mistakes on stage?
Yeah, I don't really make mistakes. I'm
You're
just kidding.
perfect.
No.
You're just so perfect.
I make mistakes, but
I like that. I like your confidence.
No, I'm kidding, of course. I think it's part of getting used to performing. Like everybody makes mistakes, and especially while performing. You want to think that you're not, but it's almost
So
inevitable.
you handle a real life situation pretty good. Like you deal with it without making a big deal out of it.
Yeah, because if you don't let yourself make a mistake, then you get too shy to play, and you can't have that. It's better to play like a wrong note with passion than not play it. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about before you perform, before you go on stage, do you go through, the butterfly in your stomach and nervousness? And is that related to public speaking, where people get nervous before they go on stage? Do you go through anything like that?
I think when people speak publicly and are afraid of it, they don't enjoy it. But when it comes to performing, I absolutely enjoy it. And the butterflies, it's a good part. It's like I enjoy it. It's fun to me. There's a nervousness, but it's excitement.
Good, good, good. So before each show or before any performance that's coming up, a special event, how long it takes you to practice? You keep you'll be practicing every day before the event. How often do you practice?
It depends. Mostly, I can't say that I have like a schedule for it, but I practice every day leading up to an event, especially. But mostly, if I know that I need to work on something, I'll play that until I'm sick of it, or perfect it. One of the two. Yeah. Usually, the perfection comes.
Good.
Before.
Well, you said you're perfect and you don't make mistakes.
Obviously.
Let's hear one of your perfections.
Okay.
Thank you. Bravo, bravo. What was
Thank
that
you.
called?
That was Vivaldi Concerto in A minor.
Okay, beautiful. That's very nice. I like it. Shadia, we talked about your how much you love to read, and I know you're good in school. So how do you balance, your schoolwork? You're in high school, you'll graduate this year, right? You'll graduate at age 17?
Yeah.
Perfect. And you're still doing your music classes and you're catching up with everything. How can you balance all that? Isn't that too much work for you?
Sometimes I think it's hard. Like I'll be tired when I'm playing music because I have a bunch of homework to do, and all I can think about is the homework. But then if I stop playing violin, and I've gone like like a week where I've been overwhelmed with homework, I miss it. I miss the, even if it's fatigue from like all the homework and the music, I wouldn't trade it for anything.
So it's becoming piece of you, part of your life.
Yeah.
Do you think someday you'll be teaching music?
That's an interesting thought. I think I'd like it, and also I think I'd make a pretty good teacher. Yeah.
You do.
I would teach, yeah.
You're considering that.
Yeah.
So what advice you give to the little kids who are interested in music right now?
Don't give up. I think that's an important lesson, because there's so many people that I'll like meet and they're like, "Oh, I used to play violin once." And that doesn't count for anything now. I mean, once. You want to keep going with it. And it's hard at first, especially with violin, because nobody starts playing violin and like sounds good immediately. It's definitely persistence. Like, give it time and you'll enjoy it and it will sound good. You just have to keep going at
That's perfect. I encourage that too. So what are you going to play now?
it. Humoresque.
Okay, humor acts.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you. That is so beautiful.
Thanks.
I like to remind our viewers that there is Arabic classes to teach music at the Arab Culture Center every Saturday. So please contact the center and they teach oud, tabla, and violin. So, will you be interested in learning some Arabic music very soon? Maybe
Yeah.
next time we get you on the show, you'll play some Arabic music for
Yeah,
us.
that sounds good to me.
Good.
Yeah.
And then Palestine Day is coming up, so you need to play some for that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to end the show. I want to thank everybody for watching us. I want to thank you for being with us.
Thank
you
you.
so much for coming, and I wish you the best.
Thanks.
I see you have very good future ahead of you.
Thank you.
And you can just play whatever time we have left, whatever you like.
Okay.
Thank
I'm going
you.
to play a sort of country or a fiddle
Great.
song. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Beautiful. Thank you.